Hello, my name is Faisal Khan. I am a banking and a payment consultant. Every now and then, someone will call us up on by setting up an appointment and declare on the phone that they were doing money transfers and they did not have a license. And the reason for them getting on the call is because they want to go legit, they want to have a license, they want to have an access to a license. What they don't realize is that they're actually admitting on the telephone that if you do money transfers without a license, you've broken the law. You're not breaking the law, you have broken the law, and that's illegal. So we record all our calls. That happens on conference calls, Skype calls, WhatsApp calls, whatever you do, we record our calls. So when you get on the phone with us and tell us that you don't have a money transfer license, you're actually implicating yourself. Now, this may or may not matter to you, but it certainly matters to us because, for example, if you look at the United States does not have a statute of limitations. That means if you did a money transfer without a license 9 years ago, if someone wants to make an example of you, they can. If a law enforcement officer wants to advance his career, they will go talk to a prosecuting attorney general and they will pursue the case and bring you into the loop of the law. Now, you may say, well, they might not do it for me. I've only done $10,000 worth or $6,000 worth. As I said, if it's something that who wants to make an example out of you, it will happen. So what do you do in such a case? Well, first of all, I would never advise people to get on the phone and readily admit that they don't have a license and that they did transactions. First of all, never admit that. Go seek legal counsel if that's the case. But the most pragmatic way of talking to companies like ours and others and consultants and so forth is to always ask a hypothetical question. Hypothetically, what would happen if you didn't have a license and you were doing this thing? Hypothetically, what would happen if you did transactions in the past and you did not have a license? Even though you may be satisfied with your hypothetical answer, here's the scenario you need to understand going forward. Going forward, we will probably assign you a bank or a solution provider to work with who would be willing to give you money transmitter as a license coverage or money transfer as a license coverage and so forth. And part of that question, which is a sworn affidavit, basically will ask you, have you ever done any unlicensed transactions or any unlicensed activity? And if you say no, you're implicating yourself. If you say yes, you're implicating yourself, knowing that you have done it. So you have to be very careful. You're actually in a predicament that is very difficult to handle. And in most cases, what we do is we deny access to such clients. We basically say, thank you, but no thank you. We can't work with you. If the case is big enough, meaning if the transaction size is large enough, etc., we may go consult with our legal counsel and then try to see if this is something we need to bring into to the attention of a law enforcement authority because you've actually admitted the crime to us, and it is a crime. We cannot be held complacent in that, in that admission. So we really need to go seek our legal counsel. So, if chances are that you've done a money transfer illegally as a business, without a license, then it is most likely that we will not be able to work with you. Neither would the others, because at some point in time they will raise this question and you will have to answer it. And what are the repercussions of you lying on your affidavit and so forth and going ahead with it? Is that at some point in the future, if they find out, all your assets are frozen. The deal's off. As simple as that. They will report you. They will, confiscate the money or commissions, etc., and then refer to their legal counsel and see how they can handle it. So it's a sad situation, but remember, unlicensed money transfer is a crime. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask in the contact link below. Till next time, have a good one.